Good morning, people. Just a quick and a short video. I've got an Asus laptop here. There's a bit of an issue. The board says X401 and the base says 501. Okay, so I'll prove that to you. First of all is, let's sort of see if I can get you. Yep, X501U. So what I'm going to do now is to try and establish what the actual board part number is, or the model number is. I'm going to use an application called CPU-Z. Let's just load that up. Zoom in. Okay, so this is the CPU. The main board is an X401. So there is a possibility that the base may have been changed because it was broke or whatever the reason is. There's a possibility that the manufacturers have decided, let's screw the consumers by confusing the shit out of them. So as you can quite clearly see that the board here, the model is X401. The reason why I'm showing you all this is basically because I've had a bit of an issue with the BIOS password. I did an upload yesterday. And I thought I'd share this with yourselves basically. When I've started programming the BIOS chip, the BIOS that was downloaded for the X501 wasn't compatible, quite obviously because of the board. It's a different board inside. This is very rare. I mean, I'd be honest with you, I haven't come across with this before. So this was a very unusual and a rare thing I've encountered, as I said before. So how did I resolve the issue? Okay, it's pretty straightforward. I've utilised this CPU-Z, so I know what the board model number is. Then what I've done is I've gone onto the manufacturer's website. I've already sort of done that for you guys, just so that it saves time going through bit by bit. Okay, so the model number is X401U. Let's load up that. Okay, there it is, X401U. Let's see if you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, then I would go down to where it says BIOS. It will hopefully shouldn't give me a selection of operating system on that, because that doesn't matter. And then here we are. There's various versions of the BIOS. Okay, the most latest one is this. Ideally, I've been running this, and I've upgraded to this before, and now I'm going to upgrade to this one. But ideally, they recommend, manufacturers I believe recommend that you don't jump from 204 to 13 straight away. For whatever reasons, I don't know, but I've read somewhere on one of the manufacturer's website, they recommend not for you to sort of jump from a lower BIOS onto a higher one. So you just go through a step of upgrading the BIOS firmware. So for instance, this has already been downloaded onto a flash drive. So I'd click OK. It'll download, extract the file. I'll do it for the sake of it. Right, okay, let's download this. Save. Let's go into my download folder, clear all that nonsense. Okay. Clear all that nonsense. Open up the folder where it's downloaded. Here we are, and it says 313, which is the latest version. Extract the file. One of the other reasons why I'm also uploading this is this doesn't have a flash tool, so it has to be done through the BIOS. So this is one of the critical reasons why I'm showing you all this, is because this doesn't have a utility like some others do, like the EZ Flash and so on and so forth. This doesn't have that. So this is the file. I've already copied this onto a flash drive. I believe, yes, 313 is here, so I won't be bothered copying that over. Let's restart the laptop. Okay, and you will have to press F2. For some reason my keyboard's being a bit funny, so that's one of the reasons why I'm upgrading the BIOS from the earlier one, the 202 to 309, and then it'll be 313. But that's not the reason why we're doing this video. So keep on pressing F2. I'm using an external keyboard. That'll take you to the BIOS utility. Okay, once you reach the BIOS utility, you want to select where it says Start Easy Flash. Hope you're getting all this. Okay, press enter. And you'll get all this nonsense. Okay, and on here you select the drives basically. So the FS1 is my USB flash drive. So what I'm going to do is scroll over, click here, that one, to move around the screen, if you can see. Okay, scroll down, and then I'm going to select 3, and then it'll give you a message. Do you want to flash? Yes. And it'll go through the process of flashing the file, and then it should shut down. So we'll just wait. As you can see, the platform is X401 version 313. It was release date was 14th of May 2013. So this had a BIOS lock on it, password lock on it. I sold this to somebody quite a while ago actually, and some numpty took it off him and try and make some upgrades, and I don't know what he's done, but he's done something, and put a password on the BIOS as well. So it was a bit of a bonker, that going through the whole process, but that's just the way things are, isn't it, in life? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So just wait for this to finish. It will shut down and I'll manually have to switch it back on, but I'll wait for about half a minute. Okay, so that's gone off. Okay, just hang fire for a moment. Some laptop will shut down and restart all by itself. This won't, so just bear that in mind. The other thing I'd like to discuss is that having a corrupted BIOS can actually turn the board into a completely dead board. Having a wrong BIOS will also do the same thing. It'll be just dead. There's nothing, even your power rails will be powered. You'll have power and signals in various rails, but if the BIOS chip hasn't been programmed with the right firmware, the board is a dead board. It will, particularly on this model, it will not power up. The fan will not spin. It will not. So just bear that in mind, that sometimes a corrupted BIOS can actually affect the entire logic board. Just wait for that to finish loading up. It might sort of do some initialization for the new hardwares because it's detected a new BIOS. It might do it, it might not do it, but we'll soon find out. I don't think it's doing anything at the moment. That's perfectly fine, no problem. I'm just going to check something. CPU-Z. It's quite a handy little tool, this CPU-Z, you know. Let's zoom in a little bit. Watch out. The beauty of solid state disk drive, I mean, this laptop is as slow as anything, but I've thrown in a solid state disk drive, 120G, crucial, and it's absolutely revived it from a dead donkey basically. So let's have a look. Here we go. The board is okay. Oops, that's me. Okay. X401, and as you can see here, the BIOS version is 313 here. Okay, so that's been flashed successfully. What do we have in here? Nothing. It won't read because there's no slot. The NAND, the RAM NAND are soldered onto the board. That's why it's not seeing the SPD, which are the slots. but it can sort of see that it's got a total memory of 4 GB. And I think we're good to go. So that's all really. Give it another restart and take it from there. But that's all really. Hope you found this useful, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.